Whoa, shit. That went terrible. Can everyone hear me? Let me see if people can hear me. I don't know. All right, the opening was fucked up. Someone was supposed to help me on that, and they did not come through. I'm not saying any names. People know who I'm looking, or you know who you are, I should say. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on the first show. I don't even have a name yet, but I thought I should do something. I'm happy to see some of you guys here tonight. Or this morning. Holy shit, it's a daytime show. I don't even know what's going on here. We got a couple of surprise guests for you today. We'll be discussing some usual topics I imagine you guys know I'm interested in. We will also be looking to forge a little new ground along the way. I'm happy everyone is here. I guess everyone wants me to address what happened between me and John from Win by Two. Well, he fired me. It is not a bit. I think we discussed it last week on Bedabbler. I think we cleared it all up. I'm sure John and I will have some good fun at each other's expense, but there is no ill will. After all, it was his show, and he decided his show was better without Soft. So there's nothing I can do about that. I wish John all the best. I was in his chat the other night watching his show. It was a good show. I would be remiss if I didn't note, though, that I think the numbers are slightly down since I was unceremoniously booted from that show by the dictator John DiCaprio. So I don't know. We'll leave it at that. I wish John all the best. He did plug my show last night or Thursday night, so that was nice of him. I got some new subscribers out of it. I was going to start off with someone who is not here yet, so we can run into him a little bit later. He'll be here. But we'll bring on the first guest because I think what's been going on all week since Monday is everyone has been talking about the Cope sessions, Steel Toe, the Cope sessions. And he made it worse all through the week. Every time he was trying to explain himself on each progressive show, he just sounded dumber and dumber, and it sounded worse and worse. So it was hilarious. I have a guy that has an axe to grind with Aaron Emhole and the Steel Toe Morning Show. The great, the one and only Mr. Bill Loney. Welcome aboard, Bill. How are you doing today?
I'm fantastic, sir. And yourself?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm a little nervous because, as you know, I am not a host. I am a second mic or a co-host. Someone else is supposed to do the heavy lifting, and I'm just supposed to throw in jokes somewhere along the way. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking for me.
You do all right for yourself, buddy.
So you reached out to me. I put out those videos, the Cope sessions. Mm-hmm. I thought it was just, it was funny. I like using music, but it's copyrighted stuff, so you can't put it on YouTube. So I was just kind of, trying to do a little promo work for this show, and do something fun. And I put the first one out, and you got a hold of me right away and said, hey, if you're going after Steel Toe, I want in.
Yeah, definitely.
So how long have you been on the Steel Toe train or the kick? That's what we always ask people is everyone always wants to know, like, how long I was hating Steel Toe or how long John was or Patrick,
Yeah, I don't necessarily hate Steel Toe. I was a fan up until about a month and a half ago. They the constant contradictions driving me crazy.
Yeah, he tends to talk out both sides of his mouth.
Yeah,
and definitely. I think that's what was interesting about all the coping that went on this week is he did the classic Cope thing where you would say you'd like lead up to it like it's a joke, and then you would have this massive emotional dump. He was trying to couch it all as in doing a bit, but you could really see his emotions coming through and how bummed out he was about a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, for instance, Friday he went after Pat Dixon pretty heavy. He and
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
yeah, it's like, what are you doing, dude?
Well, we're gonna go over that first 20 minutes of that show because I thought it was a nice cap on how he started the week Monday, because like the first 25 minutes of the Monday show was when everyone got on him and the 10K by Judgment Day thing started. And you know, we really heard him at the start of that show. He had 997 subscribers. The next day we had him down to 995. Then it dropped to 993, and I'm happy to report today it's 992. So the movement is working.
That's too funny.
And I made it clear that I didn't, you know, if people are fans of Steel Toe, then you know, subscribe to the show. Sure, do all that. But I know there was a bunch of hate subscribers in these communities, you know, that were just subscribed so we could see the latest dog shit he put up. And so my whole thing was just don't hate subscribe. If that's the only reason you're doing it, pull that away from them so he at least gets more accurate numbers of how many people are, you know, fans of his show. All right, so let's see. We'll get in here. This is stuff from the Monday show. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up. All right. Share my screen here. I don't have any producers, Bill. I'm all alone.
It's all good, brother. I'd be your producer, but I'm too retarded.
All right, here we go. We'll stop it if there's anything you want to comment on. These are just a bunch of clips from the Monday show of all his various copes.
Okay. Radio is dying, but you know what else is not good? Streaming on the internet, because there's no barrier to entry, and people who couldn't get a job broadcasting to save their lives get to talk on the same platform I do when they couldn't even hold my jock strap. It's too much of the Wild West.
Okay, right off the bat, we all know that Aaron was like a sales guy at that radio station. They had a dog shit morning show, and then Aaron was like, let me host it, and I'll guarantee that we make the sales. You know, and that's like the only job he's ever had. And he's acting like, you know, like him and Cumia and Howard Stern, you know what I mean? Broadcasting legends, all.
He's a really good talker, man. Like
he believes his own bullshit, so it helps him sell it.
It certainly does.
All right, let's see what else we got from Monday.
Too much. YouTube needs to be banning channels, but not for the reasons they are. I will stay a failure. Thank you very much. Ouch. By the way, new Steel Toe Compound special coming July 3rd.
Oh, this is the one I went on too. He's very excited about a new special on July 3rd. So the 4th of July weekend, you've got a special on when, of course, everyone's going to be watching YouTube shows. You know what I mean? That's like the worst day ever. You know, I got a special on midnight at Christmas. What the fuck's he talking about? It's like the worst show ever. They couldn't find anyone to do anything, so they gave him the spot.
I got to be honest. Christmas Eve of last year was pretty dope.
Yeah, but you get the point. Who's going to be watching Aaron live on July 3rd? Is anybody?
Nobody.
Nobody. All right, let's see where Aaron goes with this.
Ooh. July 3rd. I'm very positive. I'm positive. I know what I am. I'm living that reality.
HIV positive.
I'm going to cross my fingers and hope radio comes a calling again and I can get out of this fucking shit, because I've seen who lives here on YouTube. I've seen, and I don't belong with these people. They're beneath me. I love when this show's over and I get to go live my life. My life is good. My profession, failing professionally, is what it is. We freak out about 10K. You know what's wonderful about this show? The level of self-awareness and honesty. The fact that I sit here and have meltdowns over realizing what my station is in streaming, coming to grips with it live on air and sharing that feeling with you. It's fucking terrible.
Now, he's trying to play this as a bit, and I'll stop this anytime you have something to say, Bill, but don't you see how he sets it up? You know, it's like, I'm not crying, and then he cries, or he cries and then says, I'm not crying. You know, every single time he brings something up.
It's contradiction after contradiction. The guy's incredible.
Yeah. All right, we'll listen to a couple more of these, and then we'll get into the show from Friday, because I'm sure almost everybody's seen these clips by now.
I hate it. I don't like it. If I have to end up using it, I will. But Eric says, why is there no Rumble stream? Because nobody fucking watches on Rumble. I go to...
Right? Remember how proud he was of Rumble. Remember?
Like,
and we were all telling him
850 consecutive viewers.
Between, we were all telling him those numbers aren't real. But he was coming on for 2 weeks saying how great his Rumble numbers were.
Yeah, he hasn't uploaded there in 3 days.
The Rumble chat. I had Rumble over here, and I would have the YouTube chat and the Rumble chat next to each other. Let's go to the Rumble chat. Nothing. Nobody. Not a goddamn thing. Okay, now I'm actually... This is the point in this character where I'm leaning into it and actually having fun.
See, he's got to tell us it's a character. You know, he's trying to sell himself that it's not real sadness he's talking about here.
This guy.
Now I like this. You turned 10K into a meme, says Alrighty. Oh, for sure. Oh my God, it is over. The cut of the jib says Shuli wants you on the Shuli network. Then I'm fucked. It truly is over if I'm going to be on the Shuli network. I might as well just pack it in. At any rate.
Can I use your invitation then? Like, I'm greedy, so I need work.
Go ahead. Take it. Well, at any rate, the Rumble thing. This is fun. Rumble, nobody was fucking watching. It would say 200. I have a feeling that Rumble's multiplier might be like 4 times. They might be using a 4 times multiplier. Because there's no way that Rumble thing was any more than 50 people. I mean, it would be at 200 and nobody. Like, if we had, like, on a members only show is like our lowest show, and that'll have 200 some people, and that chat is moving really, really quickly.
I'll cope again. Even our lowest show has 200 members, and the chat is so fast. Everyone's so live. They love us. But do you remember when he was doing the Rumble experiment? Every day he would tell us how great it's going, but now he's telling us, I was looking in the chat and no one's in there and it was dog shit. But every day he told us how live it was and how fucking great it was.
So I just went and checked. The last upload to Rumble was 11 days ago.
11 days ago. So it took him that long to figure it out. That's what's funny too, is it took him that long before he said, fuck Rumble.
That place is a ghost town.
Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got here. There's a couple more minutes here, but like I said, most people have seen this stuff. This is a setup. And what I'm going to do for anyone that missed all this, all these clips, I'm going to turn into audio clips, and then there will be an Aaron soundboard on the Soft Weekly Discord. So all you people can go in there and download all these clips yourself, so you'll have your own Aaron soundboard. I'll be putting that up today if you're interested.
And Rumble, it said 200 and there was nobody. So I just make everybody listen on YouTube, pump that number up as high as I can, and go with that. Rumble, no offense, Rumble fucking sucks, but they keep doing it. So what the fuck can I do? It's like I said, Johnny, you know what we should have titled today's show? It's over.
It's over.
It's done. We're finished. We have to shut the fuck up about that 10K because our audience just... they click unsubscribe just to fuck with me. And as much as I hate it, like, there's a lot of audience bits that I go with. That's one that I've always hated. And like, personally, it makes me frustrated and angry and distracts me from the show. I know I should be more professional than that. I'm not.
That's the audience bit that he hates, because it's the one thing we can control. He can't make us like buy your product, or, you know what I mean? So it's a
Right.
bit
Exactly.
now. He hates
Exactly. The whole sub
fucking
thing is killing me. It's so funny.
And
They,
when this went on, even his friends in the chat were, you know, people like the show were going, Aaron, you're so stupid. You should have never mentioned it. You'll never get there now.
Exactly.
He's so dumb.
He is. The lack of self-awareness is hysterical.
Right. He could have creeped over 10,000 very easily and then said, I made it. But instead, he tried to do this push and it totally backfired on him.
Well, he did make it. He did make it to 10K. You don't remember him saying that?
I remember him saying that, but I never saw the stats myself. I saw him say it.
Right, exactly.
Because
but he was went on Social Blade and he never hit 10K.
And as soon as this Monday episode came out, I mean, I was checking his subs all the time, like 3-4 times a day. I wanted to keep track of it, and I was having so much fun watching them tick down one at a time. It was very funny. I knew each one was like a bee sting. You know what I mean? Everyone was annoying the fuck out of him. He was counting them individually. You know what I mean? You know he was.
He's obsessed. He's absolutely obsessed with it.
Yeah. All right, we'll leave this here and we'll get into the show on Friday because there's a lot to cover there, and we're gonna just run through 20 minutes. So anytime you want me to stop so you can say something, we'll go ahead and do that. Let me hide this guy.
Let her rip, buddy.
Yeah. All right. There's the Steel Toe Show. Hold on. Oh my God, I'm as bad as Chad.
It's rough at 9 a.m.
All right, here, let me see. And I had all these tabs open, and then something wasn't working right, so I closed them all down. You know what really happened is John sent me an email this morning, and I thought it was going to be like an email of encouragement, right? And it had a link in it, and I clicked the link, and then all of a sudden, all my fucking computer shit went dog shit. So I think John fucking sabotaged me this morning. I'm not sure about that, but there's evidence to support it.
I never really got into the whole win by 2 thing. Or
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it is there.
Let's see.
I think the last time you watched was, I think, your first day.
Can you see that steel toe screen now? Can you see the steel toe screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. All right, here we go.
You know, it's devastating.
Wait,
I bet they
go
didn't.
Back here some.
Yesterday, I thought it was very funny. Like, y'all are trying so hard. They're actually sharing a clip
I know.
that, if you were to actually listen to said clip, had nothing to do with what they were saying at all.
Yeah, like Flimsy Greenberg goes, I hate this show, but here's $10.
Okay, so as a setup for people that don't know this, what went on through the week is April had made some quip about Aaron's sexual prowess, and this obviously hurt his ego very bad. So they're going to try and play it up like it's a joke, but listen to this. And Bill, like I said, anytime you got anything to add, just tell me to stop it.
Okay.
Because you live getting cucked yesterday was legendary.
But it's not. You guys are trying so hard to make something fit because you need it to be that.
I mean, what is it? Is it the core thing didn't work? Is it the lottery
Nothing
thing
works
didn't
for
work?
them.
Your hero Patrick contacting our exes and like, I gotta say, Patrick was actually more well behaved than he usually is on this one. The Reddit Spurgs were the worst on this because I would have thought Patrick would be the worst because he has smelled my dick for like 6 months now. We're talking about a guy who called our exes to ask them about our sex life. You talk about, if you want to follow that, I mean.
Now there's going to be, you'll notice in this clip, there's a lot of talk about smelling dicks and smelling balls. And even at one point, Aaron mentioned someone smelling April's pussy. There's a lot of sexual tension going on here, or sexual posturing.
And then I know Patrick, he gets very sensitive when you point out weird shit he's done. He goes, no, I'm sorry. I can't make my neck and chin do what his does.
Aaron says he knows Patrick, and then other times he says he never watches Patrick. I'm sure I've talked to Melton way more than Aaron ever has, and I wouldn't say I know him. I'd say I've talked to him. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He doesn't know anything about Melton. Aaron can't. He has to watch shows that talk bad about him, but the whole time he's just thinking of his response to what they say. He's never listening to what people are saying. He's always thinking what he's going to say next.
I don't even think he knows Anthony Cumia.
No, because remember when they were going on the show,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, he couldn't remember Aaron's name. He called him Steel Toe Joe, but he remembered April's name because April's a young chick and Anthony was interested in that.
Can't blame the man.
No, I thought it was funny. He didn't even know Aaron's name. That was hilarious.
Exactly.
I have to be pulling your face backwards and spreading it.
Punch my shoulders. It's weird that he's an obese man with no shoulders. That's a very odd look. But he's one of those guys who's
weighing him down.
Yeah, he goes, prove I did that. Prove I did that. Look, don't cry about it, bitch. When people catch you doing weird gay ops shit that make you look obsessed, don't cry about it and then go, but you prove it. So
when you have very specific information, like it's very clear what you've done. Are you kidding me?
If you would be honest and go, look, I don't have much, and Steel Toe saved my show, and I dug way too deep in his life, and it is really remarkably weird and creepy. Just be honest and be what you are, buddy. I mean, that's okay. It's all right.
I
got you to half my numbers.
I will say this.
All right, here's what drives me crazy is Aaron thinks this is a own. Like, he thinks he's owning Melton right now. You know what I mean? And he sounds like he's defending himself. He doesn't sound like he's on the offensive. He sounds like he's on defense.
Right.
But go ahead.
Oh, no, this fucking guy, man. We could listen to clips all day and I would just shake my head.
He thinks he's owning Melton and he's really serving him up. And Aaron, he just looks sad and pathetic here, dude. All this looks like a cope. All of it.
Big time.
And the one thing a lot of people gave Melton shit for is Melton came out and said, yeah, you know, covering Steel Toe increased my numbers, you know. Yeah, that's true. But Aaron tries to frame it as like you know, he set it all up and he's to be thanked for it. But what it really was is Melton started covering Steel Toe and then found out, whoa, a whole bunch of people hate this dog shit show. It's not like Aaron did anything to help save the channel. Aaron was just the bad product that we exposed.
Precisely. He I don't know, man. Like every clip you play, I just laugh at because it's so contradictory to something else that he's already said.
Yeah, and he's right. We are a little obsessive, but that's why when we talk about his show or other shows that people in our world talk about, it's because we've watched them and seen them. You know, we understand. Aaron can't remember what he said last week. He doesn't know, so he's always contradicting what he said.
Exactly.
All right, let's see what we got here.
I know maybe you got some more heat unnecessarily than I did yesterday, but most people said, dude, if you guys watch this clip and take it as anything but like a wire that got crossed, like nobody understood what was going on for the moment.
Yeah.
Like you're trying too hard.
And then guys like Flimsy and these people is they do things like when we don't like cry and not do a show and it doesn't fall apart, they go, well, you're coping. It's like, well, which one is it? Do we confront you publicly and go, looks like you were wrong, and then it's somehow a cope, which is actually kind of a cope in and of itself? Or do we ignore it and you go, oh, look how much it bothered them? Guys, you're doing like old 2010 internet tricks. It doesn't work.
We'll take your money though.
Right.
That's
you,
fine.
You can't do this every time and then
Do you hear April trying to sound like a boss? We'll take your money though.
Fucking 2010 internet, right? This guy's talking about.
when it doesn't work, somehow project that it's me.
Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's this whole radio gimmicky AM morning show. It's this fucking guy. He stinks. He stinks. I'm sorry. He stinks. He's the worst.
He is pretty terrible. All right, let's see. We might not get through all of this because I am on a hard hour.
The Corey thing.
Oh,
You guys failed on the Corey thing.
Yep.
And then Corey left, and you're like, Corey's going to bury Steel Toe. This is going to be the end of it. And then it didn't.
Wait, how did we fail on the Corey thing? I thought that deal Melton did with Corey was one of the best things on the internet this year. How was that a fail? It was perfect.
Corey ain't burying shit. Corey ain't picking up no shovel. You seen that fat motherfucker?
Happen. And then I do remember when I did this once and they made a whole like big thing about like he's leaving her, man.
Oh, do you remember when I've done this a few times?
Yeah. Oh, she's leaving.
Oh,
she's leaving.
God, she cannot stand him. He is so gross.
This
and
shit
then
hurts them
yesterday,
so bad.
Oh, they don't fuck each other right. Like guys,
Which was never said.
guys, I gotta tell you something. And again, you can say this is a I'm trying to help you. I know you reject my help all the time. You have to stop smelling my dick and her pussy because it's really fucking creepy.
It's pretty invasive.
And number two, stop trying to force the whole Steel Toes going to die thing. You need to study the history of this show. There's only one thing that's ever going to kill this show. And April, what is it?
You.
Me. I kill my show.
That's you.
He acts like we don't know that. We said it all along. Yes, you suck. I mean, we get it. You suck, dude. That's what we've been telling you. He acts like we don't know that.
Yeah, that whole smelling dick and pussy, it's disturbing.
Yeah, isn't it really cringe? And I hate to use the word cringe, but it's kind of weird. And he brings up more balls and shit through here.
So, like, if you go on Twitter or if you follow Aaron on Twitter, it's literally the same shit. Just you smell my dick, you're on my dick.
Yeah, he's been I checked this morning too. He's trying to keep his beef with Pat Dixon going. And Aaron always wants to box everyone now. You know what I mean? Well, let's box. Let's box. What a dork.
You guys think that you're the first people who have had the stated goal of I'm going to destroy this show? We're going on 9 years now.
You know,
9 years.
boy.
Guys, you're never going to kill it. In fact, you stating that killing it is your goal only makes every day that we come on at 6 a.m. a victory for us. So it's like 205-0 at this point. The fight should be stopped. Do your research on the thing you hate and realize that I'm the one who's going to kill my program. And be patient. Don't be such impatient children. I will kill it eventually. Just sit back and let it happen. That's all.
Oh, back in the day when Corey was a regular still and everything was so fun. I feel bad for these poor incels that miss out all the knockdown, drag out fights between the two of you two.
Oh,
and
that
then
was
yesterday,
the end of it.
Oh, she feels bad for us incels that didn't get to see Aaron and Corey debate stuff on their Twitch channel. Really? She feels bad because I missed that?
Why does anyone who hates anything automatically an incel?
I know. I've been called that so many times, and I'm like, ask around. I got like 10,000 kids. I'm not an incel for sure.
Right?
All right, couple more minutes of this, and then I got some other stuff I got to get to, Bill. I do
you and I are
appreciate you coming
confused
on,
with each
though.
other, like not sure where things are going for a second. Their sex life must be bad.
I got to say, and
you try so hard, guys.
I've looked at the pictures of the people who think our sex life is bad. Guys, I wouldn't trade it for yours. I can tell you
Well,
that.
that's what I said. I'm like,
Oof.
you guys are so focused on somebody else in the bedroom, and you don't even have one to go to.
But there, now,
Like,
look,
that's
now,
insane.
now we get to do
He'll
a
sit
show
there and
today.
talk shit about
I-
people's pictures, pictures with a girlfriend or a wife or whatever, but you can't do that to him.
Right. And like
You
earlier,
can't
he
show
was
his
talking about
wife
how
or his
unattractive Melton is.
It's fucking
Yeah,
guy.
they do all the things they complain about other people doing. And Aaron always has this habit of he wades into the water. Then when things get a little hot, he says, I'm done with you guys. And then he stays away for a little bit. And then he wades back in and starts throwing arrows again. And then it gets hot and he gets out because we're all crazy incels over and over. You know, it's a pattern with him.
And then he said he's been doing this for 9 years. He's been on the internet for like a year.
Yeah, I think they were big on Twitch, you know, I guess. So it must have been rocking and rolling in Twitch for the other 8.
Huh.
And you gave me what I wanted. I got to smack you around for the first 10 minutes of the show. And you guys now get to project and cope and post it on your little pages and say that we're coping. So it's actually a great symbiotic relationship, me being the large host and you guys being the small organism. I don't get enough thank yous for that, by the way.
Right.
So thank you, Flimsy. At least you said the thank you.
Well,
I
and at least he
appreciate it.
paid. And
Yeah, and you
really,
paid for it. I mean, you did lie by saying you hate the show, but you didn't.
Big
Oh,
fan.
he's another
You're a big
secret fan.
It really just is more of the same. That's all I said yesterday. I'm like, you guys,
Yeah.
any of you out there, like I had Egg Picker trying to tell me, oh, way to out him, Queen, or something like that yesterday. And I'm like, you really are just retarded.
It really is.
All right, we're done with those. I have to get moving on at some point, Bill, because this is only an hour-long show. I am certainly not going to try and compete with the great El Horrible and Obnoxious John coming on at 10, you know. I thought this would be a fun spot to go on because I like their Saturday morning cartoons kind of vibe, you know, just lighthearted or whatever instead of the blood sport that goes on after 5 p.m. So I appreciate having you on. You were my first guest on this historic moment. I'm sure I've already reached my 1,000 subscribers since having you on. I won't look till after the show, but I will credit you with the 900 and some that I gained today because I'm sure that's what brought it to fruition, and I appreciate it.
If I'm your big get, we're both fucked.
Well, there is one more guy that's supposed to come on, but he is still not backstage, and he did have a link. I see him in the chat. Perhaps Cold Feet? Who knows? All right, Bill, I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna let you go, and we'll see if this other guy comes on. And
Okay. Thank you so much.
anything you want to plug? Wait, did you fix your YouTube handle so it's more easy to remember?
Yeah, it's Bill Loney Cooks at YouTube or .com. I don't fucking know. Don't subscribe.
Everyone check out Bill's YouTube channel. He's a great guy. He's a friend of this show, and I hope he considers me a friend of his. Bill's a great dude. Thanks for coming on.
Thank
Bill.
you so much, Sub. It was a pleasure. Sincerely.
All right.
I'm a big fan of yours.
Thank you. All right. So we've seen the problem. I want to talk to you guys in the chat, and I want to keep everything moving and stuff, and is having a hard time doing it by myself. I always wanted to be a second mic. We've seen shows, you know, I think John at Win by 2 is in search of a new co-host. You know, he wants a new second mic, and he's looking around. He's going to do some auditions. So I'm doing something a little different. If you're interested in being the host of this show, and I will be the second mic, and I will do the stuff I like to do. If you think you got it what it takes to host my show, then you can contact me and send me your credentials, and perhaps we'll try some people on and see what happens. But I think it could be a fun little contest. There could be some hidden gems out there that none of us know about. So if you would like to be the host of this program, just contact me and perhaps you'll get a shot if you have what it takes. Okay, so the guy that was supposed to be here, oh, he said send him a link. I already did send him a link. All right, done again. All right, so who else did I want to mention? Gino. I still don't like Gino. Yeah, I wasn't really prepared to talk to him, but I still don't like Gino. The best thing Gino did this week was April said on Steel Toe that Gino wasn't returning Aaron's calls, which I thought was amazing. I've speculated that Keanu's probably gotten his ear and been like, do we want to really fly to St. Cloud, headline a gig there? We can probably make more money right here in town, or just do a YouTube stream and get some super chats, and we don't have to go to St. Cloud. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm speculating, and I'm going to call my shot now and say Gino and Keanu cancel on that gig in St. Cloud before it ever happens. I'm taking my shot. I see he is back here. We'll add him to a stream, but I don't see a camera. No camera for you?
Wait, what? Can you hear me?
There we go.
Oh, blown out. There we go.
Oh,
there we go.
Look who it is, everyone. It's
I'm doing
LL
a hip star
Cool.
thing.
This is one of the mods that conspired to get me kicked off the Win by 2 channel. Look at him, and he's come right into the wolf's den to perhaps get me kicked off my own show. Maybe he wants to be the host of this fine program and enter into the contest. How's it going, LL?
It's going great, man. Great morning. And I think we can all agree that Aaron doesn't belong on YouTube. And this is true. Yes, Obnoxious John, I am Alex Jones' son. He doesn't claim me. But I don't want him to claim me, because then I would have to pay that $1 billion. So
Right. So you and I have been talking a lot since I was unceremoniously shit canned. And
I wouldn't call, I mean, okay.
and we've been talking and watching some stuff, and the other night we ran across this guy Mumbles.
Mm-hmm.
You know a little bit more about him than me. Perhaps you can fill people in on who Mumbles is.
So his name's is Jings and Things, but he's an interesting guy. I've actually chatted with him in Discords, and he's just he's something new that I haven't seen before, which is great, and I think that it's worth a look into him.
Yeah, well, we were watching Triple G Gay Guitar Guy because you and I were talking in the Discord, and we saw he went live. So I was like, hey, I like that dude. Let's go over and check it out.
Yeah.
And then this Jin's Mumbles was on there.
Yeah.
And every now and then he would get very animated, and he would say something loud like soft don't sell super chats. And then he would go, for like 3 minutes, and you and I were laughing because we couldn't understand the goddamn word he said.
Yeah. Like I said, I likened it to kind of a remember I told you it's like that movie The 13th Warrior, which probably most people won't remember this movie, but it's very much like there's this one sequence of scenes where he's kind of learning Norse by sitting around the fire and just paying attention. And so that's what I did, is I just sat there and listened to him enough till he makes sense now.
Right. Like you hear him mumbling, but if you hear the same mumble 10 times after he goes for water, you start to know that mumble means water, that specific mumble.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if chat will be able to catch it, but we'll try,
Yeah. And so we were watching Gay Guitar Guy,
Sure.
and then he sent
Shout
me a
out
link.
to
So
LASMG.
yeah, and I said he sent me a link, so I was like, I'll go on there for a few minutes, and then as soon as I get on there, Mumbles starts going like, "You fucking suck soft," and I'm like, I can't understand you, and he goes, "You've been watching us for 20 minutes. You can understand me," and I'm trying to go, no, that's what we were laughing about. Is I can't understand you, Mumbles.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
It was odd.
So then you started showing me some videos of the other kind of stuff he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
It's interesting stuff. And here's the thing. It's very interesting in the fact that once you start to understand him, like I said, it takes a little bit because he's very monotone, very straight. So, but once you start to pay attention to him, you'll start to get it and you'll start to understand what he's saying. And he's actually being vulnerable, which is refreshing, but he also doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about as far as lifting goes. I've been lifting I've been in athletics since, grade school. And, I played Division I sports, and I know lifting. So we'll get into it.
Yeah, well, and just so everyone's clear, anyone that's played Division I sports has played at a high level. Division I is, anyone on any kind of sport. If you played D1, you've played high level athletics.
Yeah. I played rugby, so it was tough. We won the national championship, but it's a tough sport.
All right, so let me get his screen up here, and we'll check out what Mumbles is doing.
I think I sent you links. They might not be in order.
All right, well, I'll pull ones up, and then you can just
Yeah, sure, I can let you know.
Yep. All right, let me see. Hold on, I gotta switch it over now.
Let me look at my
All right, can you see him?
Yeah, it's hourglassing, but we'll get it soon. Yes.
All right, here we go. Let's see what Mumbles is up to.
Okay, which one
Skip
is this?
Sunday or whatever. Monday.
This is step forward, step back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can go to
You have the timestamp for this one. Where should I go on this one?
Yeah, you can go to 4 even. Well, I think it would be better to start with Old and Lit is a real show. You see that one in there?
Yeah, I just got to switch over screens.
Yeah,
now. Hold on. Step forward. Old and Lit. All right, yep, I got it. Let me see.
And I think this will give you a better idea of like what his channel's about,
Right. All right. Here. All right. Can you see this screen now? The Old and Lit.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Let's check out Mumbles. Where do we need to go in this?
Just start it from the beginning. It's like just give it a minute. Wait, I don't think this is it. Old and Lit. Yeah, it is. It is. Sorry. Now I pause.
I love when he flexes.
This is a.
Right.
So guys, choosing things in the house. So.
All right.
So that was kind of a good that was a good view into like what he's going for and everything. It's like I respect the hustle. He looks good, and he'll look better if he takes some tips. But he, but just that crazy look into the camera was like, I don't know if you can go back a few seconds. I fucking love it. It's what I really enjoy it.
Yeah. All right. We'll go back and look at his flex again, and then we got to hear some of his monotone voice.
Yeah.
I don't
If
know
you
if
just play it from there on, then you'll get it. They're just doing some clean and jerks there,
Yeah. There's the flex.
Yeah. Getting ripped, bro.
Guys, Jings and things
More
in the
plates,
house.
more weights.
Golden Lit is a live stream. Their gimmick is lifting with a man named Royce Lopez. He's
So
part
he's
of the
talking
Rebecca.
about ROTC there.
That's not their
Yeah.
gimmick. The gimmick is old and lit. It's an older guy. Let's shame me for being old. Well, I'm just the old guy. And then lit. Like,
He's old
haha,
and lit.
and he even
Yeah.
has like the Zoomer haircut and stuff. But
Check out his shorts. He's
I'm
got them
just
like rolled
such a
up.
negative
so you can see
boy.
his
Like I
thighs.
don't know too much
That's
wrong with
a.
me.
You'll
It's
see
like,
that over and over again. He puts them up
a
high.
friend of mine
Want to show off them quads.
and that's the only reason I watched it. That's the only reason I watched it. And then as soon as I watched it, I was just filled with negative thoughts and emotions, and I had to cry for like days and shit. And but
Okay,
what
stop
sucks
it there.
is these guys.
So,
All right, yeah. Go ahead.
so if you didn't hear he said he's kind of a negative boy, and then he gets hard on himself, and he hears criticisms and stuff, and then he'll cry for days, or think about he's not making enough gains, and it makes him cry.
Yeah, he seems like he has some self-esteem issues.
That's a rough look, but you know what, you also got to give it to him for actually saying something like that. And this is the juxtaposition between him and Aaron, right?
Oh, I lost
Does
you.
that? Oh, can you hear me?
Yep.
I said this is a juxtaposition between him and Aaron, and that's why I thought this would be a good balance to the show. Whereas Aaron is constantly faking everything, this guy is actually telling you about his real feelings, and he's not. It's it's genuine.
Yeah, he has vulnerability to him. Get into this enough. What say that we organize some real clips and really cover Jin's next week? Because I think there's a lot of people to see. He could be a new guy that people want to watch. I think he's very interesting.
Yeah, I think he's great. And I bet he would even come on and stuff. Like I'm genuinely interested in the dude. He's got he's got something. Like when you see somebody and you're like, that guy's got something. It's kind of like Hipstar. It's like you watch Hipstar and you're like, I don't like all of his stuff, but the guy's got something. Like
You can never tell a lot of times when you watch stuff like that, what's going to draw you in. Because after he flipped out on me on Triple G's show, I was like, wow, that guy's crazy. And then you started sending me videos and I started to smile watching him a little and stuff. I was like, this is kind of neat, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm telling you, like I said, his vulnerability, his honestness, like it shines through, and you start like once you get past the mumbling stuff, and I have no clue why he has something against you, which is retarded. Which I'm sure if you actually talk to him, he's pretty normal dude. Like you guys would get along, much like me and you. We had a rift, and then we just talked it out. I think. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I feel like I'm kind of low-hanging fruit right now, too, after being fired, and I'm not a big name. So if someone wants to go at someone, I'm the perfect target. I don't mind it. I'm not feeling sorry for myself. That just seems like a clear observation from my point of view.
I don't think that's necessarily the truth. Well, that it might seem that way if you're looking from, the outside in and not knowing anything about you. Like, like I said, we've been in the same forums or somehow crossed paths for a couple of years now,
Yep.
so, or maybe more. since Carl was like before like pandemic time. So
Oh
it's
yeah, yeah.
been like
Before the
3
pandemic,
years.
sure. Yeah.
So like that's when WATP really kicked off. And I mean, you were on there every week doing clips for him and stuff. So
Yeah, there was a lot of us, clips I sent him didn't always make it on every week or whatever, but that who that core group of guys is, and many of them did much more work than I did, including the two guys that'll be on right after me, but there was a core group of us that, we just got to be friends because we were all doing the same shit, sending Carl clips and sharing shit with each other and just having fun.
yeah. And that's what it was about. That's what the internet's about, right? For the most part. If you get dragged down into thinking the internet is something for, if you get this like Dunning-Kruger effect to where you just follow stuff where you hate it all the time and then you're reinforced with your hate and stuff like that, it can really like get under your skin and make you have bad days. But if you find stuff that's good and that you enjoy and that you find a community that it's really interesting, and only recently have I found that because, you and Bex and John and just different, talking and, gay guitar guy, hip star, just talking to different people is great,
I think there's a misconception about people like me, like like Aaron would say is all I do is sit around and hate watch shows and fuel my anger or whatever and things like that. But truth is I spend at least as much time watching and listening to shows I enjoy. I don't just go around all day and go, who can I hate on now? This will be terrific.
Well, it's the whole Yelp thing, right? You're more vocal about stuff that you hate than you like. That's just human psychology,
Yeah. For every good Yelp review, you'll read 10 that are like, this place sucks.
Right.
Right. All right. So I got a little bit of time left. I had a new segment first show, so all the segments are new. You're a new segment.
Sure.
I got some video voicemails. You want to hang out and watch them with me? And I'm going to wrap up the show with that.
Absolutely, I do. I'm actually excited about these.
All right, let me pull it up.
I had to shut down the chat so I wouldn't respond to people. I'm not an on-camera guy.
I actually really enjoyed Softcast on Win by 2 more than.
Wait, I gotta fix that. Hold on. Give me just a second, all right?
No worries, man. We got a solid 5 minutes.
All right.
I actually really enjoyed Softcast on Win by 2 more than I do Win by 2 or John by himself. It's hard to watch him struggle through.
I like that background music, though.
All right, now I can share it. Hold on.
Did you put that in?
No. People did their own thing. You'll see. It's pretty interesting.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna keep the game up. These are the first time seeing these, so we'll be shocked together.
You got a lot of fans. I don't think you'll be shocked.
All right, here we go. Can you see her?
Yeah, it's hourglassing now. I think there it goes. Oh, it's Lemmy. Holy shit.
The first one here is from Little Lemmy. Let's see what Lemmy has to say.
Okay.
I actually really enjoyed Softcast on Win by 2 more than I do Win by 2 or John by himself. It's hard to watch him struggle through the first hour of his show alone, really.
That's fair.
The other day, I watched him talk about what he was going to play on his show for an hour. His intro lasted an hour. Softcast really gave him something to do rather than try to fill air with useless nonsense.
Lemmy seems pretty insightful.
Softcast actually brought things to the table.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she's a
That's
skeleton
just
mod.
my personal opinion, and
Right.
I'm a broken nobody, so opinions probably don't account for much, but that's what they are.
Well, thank you, Lemmy. I always knew you were a very smart lady. Let's see what we got next.
Well, who we got?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh!
Hello, girls. It is your good friend Tuki. I'm here to congratulate Soft on doing his own thing. I'm a big fan of Win by Two and In the Paint, but this is not the same without Soft's retarded voice. That is why, when Tuki heard that you were doing your own thing, he wanted to leave you a message of encouragement. Yay! You know, Soft, you look a lot like Louis C.K., and if I was there, I
I've
would
never
watch
made that
you.
connection.
Mm-hmm. Good luck, Soft. Wow! Hacka!
Oh, that's
Thank
great.
you very much, Tuki. That's a great
That's
endorsement. I appreciate it.
Fantastic. I'm a Tukey guy. I'm a
No
Tukey
Softcast, you lose by one.
Oh,
Justice for
Is
Softcast.
that Lil Mirror?
no, that's De La. Justice for
Oh
Soft.
shit! I've never seen him in real life.
Smart man.
I see
Thank you.
him in the chats. He's a good guy.
Uh-oh. It's Granny.
Good egg.
This is rough.
I wish you would make some content, my friend. You fired Softcast like you fucking needed him. And when you come back up again, we will understand. We will understand. You suck, dog shit, and you treat snipe like Red Bar.
Not a big fan of John that Granny.
You don't have content, but you're not going far. Unoriginality, and you think you are, but we all know you're Pink Bar.
Pink Bar.
Wow, he really hits those notes, you know.
Yeah, he's quite a singer. Let's see who we got here now.
Hey, Soft, how you
Whoa!
doing?
Oh,
This is
there
our
we go.
video
Totally
voicemail
is.
for you. And, it's a shame that you got
I'm a
laid
Shayna
off by
fan.
Win by Two. It was so much better with you on it.
Yeah, it totally was. I mean, John is really hard and I like it soft.
She likes it totally soft.
That's right. Like a marshmallow.
Absolutely. So, moving forward, we hope you are doing a great show and don't get too drunk.
Wait, he's doing his own show?
Yeah, he's doing his own show. This is it. We're on it right now.
Just don't compete in our time slot. We have enough people competing for us.
Well, I don't think he's going to be worried about our time slot. He's complaining about it already. So,
Oh, right.
but good luck in the future, Soft. We wish you all the best.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm
great.
big fans of those guys, like Brian and Shayna a lot. Thank you guys.
Yeah, that's cool.
Uh-oh, Wheels.
Win by Two.
What's up?
What's going on over there at that place? They got this guy named
Hold on.
Softcast. He's gone from the show
Hold on
now.
1 second.
What?
Did you hear my new name for BYB podcast?
No, what is it?
It's Pours Smoking Indoors.
Oh, I have saw that.
That's
All
my
right,
new name.
Let's see what Wheels has got to say. We all know BYB is not necessarily a fan of John or myself. So let's see what
They're
Wheels
not
has
a
got to
fan
say.
of anybody, I don't think.
The only thing that was keeping that show afloat. I mean, the production value, the amazing ability to carry a conversation was so intriguing and amazing. I don't know what this fucking Johnny guy is thinking. You let go all your talent, you're not gonna have much of a show left to fucking have to show on your channel there to your viewers. I just can't imagine what you're thinking, bro. I'm not gonna watch without Softcast there. There's nothing there. He was the show. You get your mind right, Johnny. I don't know what you're thinking, bro.
Come to
Get
think
your
of it,
mind
these
right.
BYB guys might be pretty smart. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they might know what
You're
they're
very-
talking about.
It's very Aaron of you.
Is that Stevie Lou?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
sleeping.
Oh, hey guys. I'm
Put
just
on a
sleeping.
light, Stevie. You fuck.
I gotta get up early for my moderation duties.
Yeah,
So I
every
gotta
day.
but Soft asked me to make a video about John. He asked me to say some bad stuff about him. But in the process, I realized that I think I hate you both. I think I hate you both the same, and you're both pieces of shit.
Okay.
That's all from me,
Fair.
Stevie Lee.
Fair.
I gotta get back to bed for moderation duties.
Well, thank you, Stevie Lou. I
Yeah.
appreciate your honesty.
Very
you know?
kind. Very kind
Right?
indeed.
You can't
You know that
you can't
that
run from
Stevie Lou,
criticism.
he's got
Like I did not view them beforehand, so they just came in how they were, and I did not know what anyone was going to say. There are a couple noted people that did not send in video voicemails, so they are on the enemies list now.
We will be doing videos about you.
Yeah. Just be aware that I do have an enemies list still. I won't always be charming. Sometimes I'll still be a cocksucker.
We're watching from now on.
All right, so it is 10:03. I wanted to lead into the show. I wasn't well prepared. I appreciate everyone showing up. Next week, I will have the intros and outros done better. LL, is there anything you want to plug? I appreciate you coming on so much, even though you viciously destroyed me and got me kicked off the best show I've ever been on, you cocksucker.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. I think this is going to be the best show you've ever been on. So
we'll see.
I have no shout outs. Watch Win by Two Thursdays and Sundays nights. Watch Hipstar too. What? Well, you get the other side. I say watch Hipstar. You know, like if you want the other side, Hipstar gives a lot of criticisms of John. Watch Hipstar.
Well, Hipstar is free to send in an audition tape because, like I said, I am looking for a host of this program. I would, of course, never go on his program, but if he wants to come work for Soft Enterprises, he can fill out an application like all the other people.
I'm working on my audition tape for you. I'm going to put on a Walter Cronkite tie and sit behind a desk,
That's Bedabbler's
in Ukraine.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was going to compare you to. I want to say this before you go. I woke up this morning and the Wagner group is now like taking over Russian military bases. And I thought you were like the Wagner group and I was like Putin. For a while you were working for me and then you just started taking over my bases and eventually kicked me out of the country, man. What the fuck?
I don't think that's how it happened. Talk to Jay Etheridge about that.
All right, I gotta get out here because I want to watch those guys too. I'm a big fan of OJ and El Harible. I appreciate everyone that showed up. Like and subscribe if you can. Go to the great Bill Loney's channel. LL has nothing to plug other than the Win by Two stuff, right?
I'm just normal guy.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, LL. Thank you, Bill. Next week's show will be much better. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Soft out.
Excited. Great first show.
Thank you.
Great first show.